My girlfriend, call her F22, is in her final semester of college and was able to room with what have been two of her closest friends. Let's call them A and B, both F22, since freshman year. A and B have been friends since long before college and are both in the same sorority. All of them are in their final semester after 4.5 years. Within the first month, I decided then was the perfect time to also adopt a cat. She asked if everyone was okay with it before doing anything, and said let's talk tonight because I really don't want a cat in this apartment, and also Opie is highly allergic to them, so it messes with my life a lot. One part of that message included, you know I can't say no to you. As in, even if I said no, you wouldn't listen. Fun follow-up later. I responded with an okay girly or something similar, and then within the same day, she had gone to the shelter, picked out a cat, and came home to discuss names, then explained she decided she would get the cat. Within 24 hours, the cat was moved in, and M was furious. M sat her down to explain her frustrations and how annoyed she was, and A's response was, "But you said you wouldn't say no to me." She was also shaking, I think genuinely terrified at the fact someone was confronting her for doing something bad for once. Ultimately, the ground rules were set that the cat does not leave this girl's room unless to go outside among a few little things like regularly cleaning the litter box and such. However, M was not exactly the nicest person during these few confrontations because she was pissed off that her friend would care so little about her, and I think it pretty much ended their friendship. Now, A practically never leaves her room. When she does, it's to leave the apartment. M and B can be in the common areas, and A will only say bye to B. Petty stuff like that. B was sort of caught in the middle of this, and on the surface has been apologetic to M, but saying stuff like, your feelings are completely valid, just feels like a totally empty statement. M and A have rooms next to each other, and so every day, M will be working in her room, and here B go up to A's room and hang out in there for hours. There's no knock to invite M, ever. She'll be in the living room and hear A and B come home from going out to do little things like run to Target or get coffee. She'll hear them make plans outside of her door for the next day and never reach out. To me, these don't sound like friends. But to her, these are the only two people she has left. Everyone else moved out last spring, so it's really just M, A, and B left right now. She feels incredibly lonely, borderline depressed, that she has no one because what she thought were her two best friends seemingly don't seem to give a shit about her. I was at her apartment last night, and within a few hours, experienced it all. They came home from getting coffee, then regrouped later in her room, just hanging out for hours, then outside of her door made plans to do something today. It was really upsetting to see it happen in real time, and turn around to see silent tears going down her face. When I told her she needs to speak up and say she wants to be invited, she fears that it would be drama to share for the sorority and that she would get confirmation they don't want to be friends with her. That sent her into a major panic attack. She's been borderline depressed the last couple of weeks, really, because this stuff happens almost daily. On one hand, I feel like the friendship was broken. Across a major line, M laid down her rules, and that was enough for A to just cut off M, I guess? So I can see why maybe it's just not possible to fix anything here. But on the other hand, I feel like it would be a lot better to get clarity and say directly to them that M feels incredibly left out, and to make an effort to reconnect. If that doesn't work, they aren't worth your time anyways then. So, would I be the asshole if I reached out to them to just say it is incredibly difficult to be working from M's room and hear her two best and only friends at this school make plans without her, right outside her door, or something similar? I just want her to have some friends this last semester, and it's really painful to hear this happen every day, and no one seems to give a shit.